Distraction is the default. Noise is constant. Attention scattered. And yet, beneath it all, there lives a rarer force, the kind of focus that feels unshakable, even unsettling. It doesn't announce itself. It doesn't seek approval. But when it enters a room, everything else dims. Be so focused. They think you're arrogant is not a call for pride, but for presence, a deep, unwavering commitment to purpose that silences the noise around it. In this Stoic practice, discipline becomes a quiet rebellion against chaos and clarity, a shield that needs no defense. You will be misunderstood, called cold, distant, arrogant. Let them. That confusion is the echo of your edge. Because here, solitude isn't isolation, it's alignment. Focus isn't harsh, it's sacred. And every breath becomes a quiet promise to stay the course, no matter who fails to understand it. This is where the real work begins. Not in proving, but in persisting. Not in noise, but in still direction. Welcome to the discipline they can't define, and the power they'll never quite name. In the quiet echo of introspection, let us embark on a journey into the heart of focus, where it transcends mere determination and becomes an artful practice. This is a realm where dedication builds a silent fortress, sheltering clarity that others might misinterpret as arrogance. Here, we embrace the essence of Stoic focus, an ancient art demanding the relinquishment of incessant desires, replaced by a disciplined serenity that speaks not of denial, but of profound choice. In our modern world of relentless distractions, cultivating focus becomes a revolutionary act. It is about discerning what truly deserves our energy and gently allowing the superfluous to dissolve. This liberation from the chains of external validation invites us to show a presence so steady it unsettles those unaccustomed to such calm. Often, this tranquil strength is mistaken for pride by those lost in directionless dreams. Aligning with Stoicism means directing our actions and thoughts inward, patiently refining our inner selves. We learn to respond rather than react, harness emotions instead of being ruled by them. This steadfast focus can shake those who thrive amidst chaos, perceiving your tranquility as distant detachment, yet it is simply wisdom attuned to higher truths. The Stoic understands that true control lies not in circumstances, but in crafting our responses, a practice that is simple yet deeply profound. To the undisciplined eye, focus that rises from clarity is often mistaken for arrogance, a misperception born of misunderstanding. Operating from a purpose-driven space, unclouded by unnecessary wants, imbues our movements with intent and value. Others, unaccustomed to such deliberation, may mistake it for elitism, failing to grasp the different aspirations at play. This misunderstanding reflects a society fixated outward rather than inward, perceiving what it expects rather than what truly is. In this journey, labels hold little sway over the focused soul, for the objective remains liberation, not from others' opinions, but to concentrate on what truly matters. This silent resolve speaks volumes. It is not about shutting out the world, but understanding that true power often dwells in stillness. Silent thinkers, unassuming doers, and quiet workers generate waves of change without fanfare, their strength lying not in boasts, but in their steady rhythm. True strength, rooted in focus, needs no proclamation. Navigating the space between pride and purpose requires a deep understanding of intention. While purpose guides like a lodestar, pride can be an unseen iceberg. The true mastery of focus lies in balancing this, where dedication is often mistakenly seen as hubris by those who fail to comprehend its gravity. To an outsider, living purposefully and pridefully might appear indistinguishable, yet it is the intention that sets them apart. Purpose emerges from self-awareness paired with humility, valuing the journey rather than just the destination. By focusing on purposeful actions instead of seeking validation, we navigate life's challenges gracefully. Inner control forms the cornerstone of such a life, where governing desires and reactions becomes a practice of refinement. Here, resilience resides, fostering a relationship with the self founded on honesty. This cultivation of inner freedom is misunderstood as exclusionary arrogance. Yet setting boundaries is a declaration of purpose, a protective measure fostering exploration and self-discovery. Ensuring these boundaries allows us to delve deeper into ourselves, transforming potential distractions into opportunities for introspective growth. Focused individuals understand such boundaries are vital, heralding a freedom born not from the absence of restrictions, but from transcending them. Legacy, in the shadow of focus, is not forged in grand gestures, but in the quiet accumulation of daily discipline. Those committed to meticulous action create a legacy unnoticed, yet vital. Their impact grows, highlighting focus's profound influence. Here, legacy seeks not glory, but the gentle richness left by humble dedication. Each focused step builds a presence that stands firm, guiding others in search of unwavering purpose. Through actions, not noise, progress made silently bears an undeniable grace. In a landscape untainted by scrutiny, where masterpieces form from intention rather than noise, true art thrives. These creators know magic lies not in fanfare, but within the quiet majesty of their efforts. Admiration comes not from ability alone, but the dedication propelling it, writing a narrative that lingers long past applause. However, on this path of focused excellence, misunderstanding is an inevitable companion. A focused presence, often seen as arrogance, is merely the product of unseen efforts leading to excellence. Mastery can alienate those unaware of the journey behind it, fostering awe mingled with doubt. Navigating such misunderstanding with grace becomes essential, embodying the timeless art of focus. Ultimately, clarity, birthed from focus, emerges as the true measure of success. This clarity, quiet in its magnificence, transcends fleeting triumphs and guides us through life's storms. Rooted in principles echoed by sages throughout time, clarity offers a serene compass, ensuring each step aligns with an inner truth defined by you alone. Though lonely and often misunderstood, this quiet path leads to a destination more profound than any imaginable noise, nourishing your soul through a richly and purposefully lived life. In the symphony of human existence, the yearning for approval plays a recurring, haunting note, often drawing us away from the essence of who we truly are. This pursuit leads us down the winding, dusty paths of conformity, promising a mirage of belonging and fulfillment. Yet, just as an illusion dissolves upon approach, the momentary satisfaction found in others' approval evaporates, leaving behind mere echoes of what could have been. As long as our self-worth dances to the tune of public opinion, our inner symphony remains discordant, forever altered by the ever-shifting tides of external expectation. True connection versus approval seeking. This is a distinction deserving meditative contemplation. Where the former nourishes the soul, the latter entraps it within an unending loop of anxiety and doubt. To seek understanding from the world beyond is to surrender a fragment of one's own autonomy. Instead, what if the lighthouse to guide our voyage is not the applause of today, but the silent respect of the self we are yet to become, a future self whose mere presence is a testament to authenticity, strength, and the refusal to be tethered to the fleeting cheers of the crowd. This journey of embracing personal respect over public approval demands courage, a bravery to step into the unknown, armed not with validation, but with an unwavering internal compass. Amidst the incessant clamor of life, silence emerges not as withdrawal, but as an emblem of true strength. It represents a deliberate, quiet rebellion against chaos, a grounding stillness where introspection and clarity can flourish. Within this silence, the soul finds its breath, unhindered by the noise that often crowds our minds. This is the silence that enriches, offering a refuge where purpose takes shape, edged sharp by calm reflection. Subtle yet profound, silence fortifies the sacred ground where ideas mature, unpressured by immediate judgment. Here, intentions are distilled to their essence, anchoring the self against the capricious winds of the external. Walking alone, this solitary path demands courage, found not in isolation, but in crafting an honest bond with oneself. It is not loneliness, but a potent independence, marking a profound understanding of one's own values, far beyond the need for societal affirmation. To walk alone is to accept, at least initially, the weight of misinterpretation, a mantle of quiet strength against arrogance, aloofness, and the desire for conformity cast by society. This solitude offers space for growth, resilience, and an unyielding connection to one's core truth, a journey that nurtures wisdom and builds a legacy rooted in authenticity and personal truth. Success, often portrayed as tangible wealth or public glory, in its deeper form, is found in the quiet revolution of redefining it based on personal values. This redefinition turns away from external metrics towards self-mastery. Here, success transforms not into what one accumulates, but into what one becomes, a journey of fulfillment intertwined with moments of inner peace and wisdom. In this profound recalibration, failures morph into stepping stones, milestones in an authentic narrative. The path to self-determined success is illuminated by steadfast vision and the courage to look beyond conventional acclaim, discovering growth in the unseen and power in the process. Detachment, often misunderstood, is liberation, a breaking of chains that bind the soul to transient validation. It is the art of finding rest in a stormy world, balancing involvement with introspective peace. This unattachment fosters an understanding that grants freedom to dance gracefully, recognizing that one's essence remains untouched by external judgments. Through detachment, we embrace the timeless, nurturing a life unchained by the ephemeral applause, resonating instead with the unending echo of inner truth. To be unapologetically oneself is to live vibrant truth, standing firm against the societal winds that press for conformity. This fierce authenticity respects other perspectives while remaining true to one's own complex individuality, a bold dance of vulnerability and strength. By nurturing personal preferences and honoring one's uniqueness, identity becomes self-sustained, unshackled by external endorsement, transforming life into an honest and liberating journey. Embracing the role of the outsider unveils untapped potential, a perspective unmarred by convention. a vantage point rich with innovation and creativity. Living and thriving outside societal norms offers a unique lens to perceive life, unfettered by familiar limitations. This journey, while requiring acceptance of solitude and discomfort, births boundless freedom and profound insight, inviting an exploration where creativity knows no bounds. In the voyage toward understanding, inner harmony remains a steadfast guide, a fluid dance acknowledging every facet of the self. Aligning passion, purpose, and values, this harmony births clarity and deepens connections, transcending superficial pretensions. Mindful of life's complexities, inner harmony leads, allowing us to live in authentic alignment, its resonance guiding and grounding amidst life's tumultuous seas. The paradox of being understood wends its way through our quest for meaning. The desire for external understanding versus the freedom of self-realization. True understanding arises not from others' acknowledgement, but from an introspective acceptance of self-complexity. By embracing this paradox, we grow free of narrow definitions, inviting authentic growth and rare moments of real connection. To embrace misunderstanding is not to seek isolation, but to uncover resilience and awareness born of diversity in perception. Misunderstanding encourages reflection, kindness, and the fierce living of true values beyond public opinion. This journey shifts misunderstanding from obstacle to opportunity, becoming a lighthouse for the unwavering pursuit of personal truth. In an era where distraction has become a constant companion, focus emerges as a rare and precious treasure. It invites us to step back from the ceaseless clamor of interruptions, the insistent blinking of notifications, the mindless scroll through feeds that offer fleeting inspirations with less sustenance than empty calories. This art of focus isn't about mere withdrawal from the world. Rather, it is about a profound disconnection from both external noise and the internal dialogues that sow seeds of doubt. Through this practice, one reclaims a vital inner space, a sanctuary where creativity and clarity can flourish, untouched by the chaos of the external realm. The act of stepping away from the clatters of the everyday world shifts you to a different frequency, rendering you less visible to those caught up in the frenzy of noise. You fade, not as an act of arrogance or retreat, but as a necessary process of inner elevation. In this invisibility, you become more perceptible to your true self. It's a transformation where inner vision refines into sharp focus. The more this focus is cultivated, the clearer it becomes that genuine connection is not about visibility within the cacophony, but about resonating harmoniously with your deeper purpose. In a society that often equates busyness with productivity, those who nurture their paths quietly, without announcing each milestone, participate in a quiet revolution of focus. They sow the seeds of profound personal growth beneath the surface, invisible to the bustling crowd, but nonetheless powerful. This inward journey defies the norms of a life always on display. The focused life embraces a silent revolution, its quiet momentum silently gathering strength. While others may mistake this for coolness or detachment, they do not see the emotional intelligence at play, a protective boundary safeguarding the sanctity of personal vision. This respectful transcendence over the noise doesn't mean resistance, but serenity. As you move further into focus, the world's noise begins to dissipate. There's solace in the tranquility, a retreat that revitalizes rather than isolates. Here in this calm, a space is cultivated, a garden of self-awareness, where noise loses its power and alignment with true purpose is found. When focus becomes the priority, the allure of trivial distractions fades, leaving clear paths where the voice of the soul is finally heard. With this deepening focus comes an intriguing paradox. In the quest for less validation from the world, your profile diminishes in the eyes of those not on your path. Friends might notice your shift and perhaps misconstrue it as arrogance. Yet, this withdrawal is not about self-absorption. It's about consolidating your scattered energies into a formidable force. Though unseen, this force propels you forward, resilient against the trials of life, indifferent to external acknowledgement. This vanishing act is, in truth, a recentering, a simplification of life. In shedding the layers of societal expectation, doubt, and fear, a purified vision emerges. This newfound clarity, removed from conventional metrics of success, clears a path less about public narrative and more about personal fulfillment. It is here that capability and confidence, once elusive, find their root. As you delve deeper, focus redefines perception, altering how others see you while nurturing your own inner landscape. To the incessantly active, your quieter path may seem puzzling, yet the choice to focus is deliberate, a deep commitment to nurturing the soul over the need for outer approval. It subtly reshapes relationships, drawing towards you those who resonate with thoughtful contemplation and allowing the superficial to fall away. In this transformation, silence emerges not as a void, but as a foundation for growth. It's a wellspring where clarity and calmness reside, countering chaos with unwavering courage. Here, historical wisdom flourishes. Seneca, Marcus Aurelius, Epictetus, filling the quiet with profound lessons. Silence, then, is not weakness, but strength, an ally in pause and reflection that fosters resilience and deeper understanding. Focus, like a sculptor's chisel, sharpens vision, stripping distractions until a more precise tool is formed. Every interaction is touched by clarity, inviting thoughtfulness and intentionality. It radiates into decisions crafted from awareness, lifting the veil of confusion. This clarity encourages a new paradigm where actions are purposeful, contributing meaningfully to life. Where focus sets root, a sanctuary springs forth. It's not a tangible space, but a mental state of peace found amidst disorder. Within this refuge, real empowerment gestates, not through control of circumstances, but through mastery over thoughts and reactions. Goals germinate, shielded from the judgment of others, nurtured by self-awareness and quiet reflection. In this place, exploration of potential blooms, unfettered by external demands, leaving you strong to face the chaos of the world with conviction. As focus matures, evolution becomes a certainty. Through aligning your inner world, growth is kindled, weaving change through every fiber of existence. The noise melts away, making space for transformation, born from each distraction overcome, each doubt dispelled. What happens beneath the surface, weaving introspective wisdom into everyday life, echoes outward, subtly influencing others seeking refuge amid life's chaos. In this journey, focus cultivates detachment, a freedom not from lack of care, but from understanding true priorities. This detachment sparks profound revelations that balance self and connectivity. It fosters authentic connections defined by genuine intent rather than external complexities. With focus, interactions are deeper, driven by an intrinsic rhythm steering personal evolution and lighting pathways for others. Finally, in the pursuit of focus, there's a poignant realization that to be unseen is not to be lonely, but to nurture a deeper sense of self-sufficiency and intentional solitude. This unique balance offers a satisfaction from within, where achievements do not seek applause. Here, the focus itself becomes an intimate witness, an unsung source of joy and fulfillment. It creates not just a path to success, but a platform for a life bathed in purpose and contentment. In the quiet embrace of Stoic wisdom, true strength reveals itself not through grand displays of power, but in mastering the quiet art of self-restraint. It is an internal fortitude, a steadfast resilience unmoved by the world's chaos. To be disciplined is to understand that not everyone will grasp the calm resolve that you embody. In a cacophonous world, carrying oneself with silent assurance invites intrigue. This strength seeks no stage for public performance, but acts as a foundation for personal survival, anchoring each decision in clarity and purpose. Over time, this quiet strength expands its influence, thriving without the need for immediate acknowledgement. Underneath this calm exterior lies a constant dialogue with oneself, shaping an individual, much like a river, slowly carves through rock. It's the cultivation of values into one's very being, upheld without the need for effort. Ancient Stoics cherished this tranquility, placing greater value on inner validation than external applause. What might, to an outsider, appear as arrogance is, within, a profound peace, an understanding that true discipline need not clamor for justification, for its truth is self-evident. This strength finds its audience only in the self, whose approval guides one's personal journey. There is a profound power in this stillness, an authority commanding respect without uttering a word. In a society obsessed with constant movement and outward validation, the discipline of quiet reticence establishes a base of genuine influence. When words are sparse and results speak for themselves, you cultivate an enigmatic presence that incites curiosity and reverence. Actions rooted deeply in discipline carry a weight that transcends explanation, influencing perceptions and leaving others to marvel at the wellspring of calm efficacy. Embracing this mystery involves the conscious decision to filter outside noise, allowing for introspection and insight. As the world's clamor fades, it makes room for the whispers of intuition that guide you. This stillness is dynamic, an active engagement that remains grounded, yet open to life's shifting complexities. It's the quiet poise, often mistaken for indifference, yet deeply rooted in authenticity and purpose, requiring no justification beyond its silent impact. Amidst the paradox of human society, being different often beckons judgment. A wind blowing in myriad directions, each gust a testament to another's opinion. The Stoic mind knows well that external judgments are mere reflections of others' biases and experiences. To those unfamiliar with discipline, a calm and measured demeanor might seem aloof or cold, yet these perceptions reflect misunderstanding rather than truth. Just as wind cannot uproot a deeply anchored tree, ungrounded judgments fail to shake a disciplined individual's foundation. To embrace discipline is to stand firm against these winds with grace and steadiness. It's a resolve sustained through an unshakable commitment to one's core priorities. Understanding that judgments are fleeting and often uninformed allows you to remain unaffected, guided only by self-awareness. This form of detachment unveils a creative space where potential flourishes unhindered. By reducing external validations to shadows, clarity is preserved for thoughtful and effective execution. Such restraint fosters intentional growth, paving a path defined by self-awarded ideals rather than fickle external opinions. In essence, discipline does not equate to rigidity or self-denial, but aligns harmoniously with self-defined aspirations. While traditional success favors material achievements and popularity, a Stoic approach shifts focus towards personal alignment, integrity, and inner satisfaction. Without explaining your discipline, energy centers on achieving steadfast harmony with one's values. This internal map of success offers freedom from conventional constraints, directing one towards genuine contentment and intellectual liberation. It's an ongoing dialogue, a reassessment aligning ideals with reality. Discipline then becomes not a constraint, but a guiding force that magnifies one's mission. Authentic pursuits remain resilient against conformist pressures because they require no external validation. Discipline is preparation for a lifelong marathon, not a quick sprint seeking validations. This metaphorical marathon demands readiness, stamina, and wisdom to discern when to push forward and when to conserve. Adopting this mindset transforms how success is measured, replacing fleeting accolades with enduring milestones. Each action is deliberate, reflective of a larger narrative unfolding with patience. This perspective values sustainable practices, allowing both the journey and the wisdom gleaned along the way to matter. Here, discipline is an ally in profound personal evolution, untethered from momentary triumphs. Focus is a sacred gateway to creativity and growth, best guarded against the noise and distractions that dilute purpose. By prioritizing such gatekeeping, mental clarity is maintained, allowing for deeper immersion and greater thought clarity. This boundary nurtures innovation, requiring no audience save for an inner dialogue where meaningful work takes form. Selectivity in attention, through meditation, reflection, or self-care, anchors the mind amidst chaos, valuing discipline over transient distraction. Protecting focus shows self-respect, admitting only what truly enriches one's journey. Silent mastery, as championed by Stoicism, is not about proclamations of superiority, but is steadily crafted in solitude. This dedication forms an unobserved reality, profoundly shaping the self, where validation comes from the joy of perfecting one's craft. Mastery values the process itself, a meditative practice cherishing learning and improvement, allowing results to speak. Quiet yet unmistakable, this mastery sustains growth, ensuring impact is silent yet reverent, echoing with integrity and purpose. Through discipline, solitude transforms into strength, nurturing introspection and connectivity with core values. In this sacred silence, freedom exists to explore ideas and nurture dreams. This space fosters insight, deepening self-engagement, thereby enriching engagement with the world. Solitude, far from isolating, empowers relationships, emphasizing depth, not breadth. This transforms assumed arrogance into empowerment, grounding amidst life's pulls. Resilience emerges amidst misunderstanding, challenging resolve, but forging strength and patience. In these moments, defense is unnecessary. Instead, unwarranted judgments are met with grace. True understanding rises from within, not from external misconceptions, affirming your path through unwavering self-awareness. Let actions speak the silent language of discipline, naturally crafting a legacy woven through lived experience. In the stillness of night, when the world quiets and thoughts take form, there emerges a profound understanding between control and focus. Control, often fueled by the ego's restless hunger, grapples with the world, attempting to reshape its contours. It reacts, sometimes with a prideful vigor, to the unpredictable dance of existence. Yet, it is vulnerable, reliant on things beyond comprehension or command. Focus, in its quiet glory, represents a soulful commitment to a chosen path. It seeks not to mold the world, but to navigate it with an inner peace that outlasts the clamor outside. This silent dedication is so often misunderstood by those who mistake stillness for passivity, calmness for indifference. The truly focused soul does not attempt to conquer or bend. Instead, it listens deeply and moves with an ethereal grace, untroubled by the outside chaos. To the observer, such composure, amidst the swirl of human emotion, might seem like arrogance, for it diverges sharply from the familiar turbulence they know. Yet, the individual on this path understands the wisdom of allowing accomplishments to speak louder than explanations. There is a strength in advancing toward a purpose with clarity, knowing that explanations often dilute the essence of one's mission. As clarity shines, it demands no defense, only persistence and a deeply rooted resolve. This journey contrasts starkly with the ego's quest for validation. The ego seeks acknowledgement, ensnared in a web of comparisons that do little but bind it to others' judgments. It is a restless drive, reacting constantly, eager to prove itself. Meanwhile, purposeful detachment, the hallmark of a focused life, rises above, untethered by such external affirmations and the noise of societal expectations. By freeing oneself from the need for approval, focus finds its power in the serene pursuit of a path defined by inner values rather than others' perceptions. Detachment thus becomes a powerful act of choice, not of apathy, but of discernment. It prioritizes the essence of personal truth over societal noise, casting off burdensome expectations. Mastering detachment gifts you with an invaluable serenity, allowing you to absorb judgment without internalizing its weight. There is an empowering clarity in understanding that true value aligns with one's own values, guiding progress and ensuring you walk unburdened by the whims of others. Through this lens, indifference is reimagined, not as a void of emotion, but as a conscious shield against misinterpretation. It is a practice of allowing judgments to pass like breeze, prioritizing the truths that align with the self. It protects the soul's peace, nurturing the resilience to walk confidently amid life's trials. This resilience is a choice, an inner fortitude that refuses the temptations of reactive engagements. It transforms energy previously lost to reaction, redirecting it towards those goals that truly matter. In this transformational journey, self-discipline is the undercurrent of focus, a quiet guardian of growth, driven not by outward expectations, but by an inner dedication to evolution. It creates an internal framework robust enough to withstand the maelstrom of life. Mastery of self-discipline aligns actions with values without the lure of external applause, fostering a peace that speaks deeply, demanding neither defense nor explanation. This discipline tames the ego, centering focus and refining the path ahead. Amid misunderstandings, solitude emerges as a sanctuary, a place of refuge where the soul finds its bearings. Here, unencumbered by external chatter, one can critique and converse with oneself more richly than any external dialogue could permit. Misunderstanding challenges one to draw upon inner reserves, and solitude provides the crucible for reflection and growth, fortifying one's resolve to persist. In pursuing a success that requires no external validation, focus finds its most profound expression. This success unshackled by the need for outward approval, resonates deeply with personal fulfillment, reshaping how growth and achievement are perceived. It emerges not from seeking others' approval, but through steadfast adherence to one's path and values. The result is an unrivaled satisfaction, distinct from fleeting societal measures, securing a genuine understanding of personal potential and worth. Entering silence, reflection fosters introspection, allowing the soul to blossom unchecked. Silence nurtures creativity and revelation, offering clarity and focus amidst the world's cacophony. It is in this sacred stillness that illusions fade and truths manifest, guiding us to remain unwavering in our journey. Ultimately, clarity and purpose transform the path forward, transcending judgments from the world outside. In advancing with focus, untangled from the need for approval, individuals craft lives of authenticity, driven by the quiet compass of purpose. Through unwavering commitment, they rise above misunderstanding, becoming beacons of serene strength and inner wisdom, leading lives that are truly their own. In the calm depths of Stoicism lies the art of indifference, not a lifeless absence of emotion, but a mindful clarity that remains unmoved amidst the storm. It is a conscious choice, a deliberate act of filtering the noise that does not serve our higher purpose. Indifference is a sacred shield, fostering a serene inner peace that elevates us above the chaos. In the teachings of Marcus Aurelius, we find the wisdom to discern what is within our control and what is not. By focusing on this understanding, we craft paths free from undue disturbances, drawing ourselves closer to a life of fulfillment. In mastering this art, we do not shed our feelings, but embrace them with the presence of mind. Many find themselves entangled in dramas that deplete their energy, akin to futilely pouring water into a sieve. Such dramas delight in the reactions they provoke, feeding off the energy we unwittingly give away. Maintaining a stoic indifference denies them their nourishment, preserving our vitality for endeavors that nurture growth and wisdom. Like a philosopher's gold, a stoic's energy is preserved and wisely invested, not squandered on trivial engagements. The wisdom of this approach is not rooted in arrogance, but a profound understanding of what truly deserves our attention. Silence, much like the spaces in music, brings focus and allows the melody of life to emerge with greater clarity. Focus is a subtractive art, where letting go of the inessential sharpens our vision of the truly significant. In a world where a fragmented mind is of little use, letting the unimportant fade is crucial for achieving clarity and purpose. This practice aligns Stoicism with existential and Buddhist mindfulness, where attention is a gift to the meaningful. By subtracting distractions, we create a space where creativity and self-awareness can flourish, allowing true intentions to rise to the surface like cream in milk. The journey of self-mastery involves transforming reactions into purpose. Every emotional response, when skillfully harnessed, can become a catalyst for resolve and enlightenment. Like the ancient alchemist's quest for gold, this transformation is a metaphysical process grounded in Stoicism and Jungian philosophy. Living with this principle allows us to harness fear, anger, and disappointment, turning them into stepping stones toward deeper insights and achievements. We choose not just to ignore what drains us, but to convert it into something that serves our purpose. In a world where responsiveness is equated with engagement, choosing silence becomes an act of rebellion, highlighting one's autonomy. It is not in arrogance, but in profound strength that we find power in unresponsive silence. The Stoic recognizes that our time and energy are finite, and that guarding them against ephemeral engagements is a wise investment. By mastering the art of silence, we reclaim our agency, setting a boundary that allows us to live on our terms. True contentment, a hallmark of Stoic wisdom, is discovered not in external validation, but through inner harmony. Pursuing approval from others often leads to lives molded by their perceptions, eroding authenticity and self-reliance. Through Stoic virtues, we cultivate self-reliance and confidence, grounding our fulfillment in personal contentment. Shifting focus from external approval to inner validation elevates us, nurturing a life aligned with intrinsic values and free from the clamor of outside judgments. Detachment from outcomes, a philosophy found in both Stoicism and Buddhism, guides us to genuine mastery. We learn to act fully in the present, surrendering our attachment to results. This detachment does not equate to a lack of ambition, but rather to an evolved pursuit of excellence, allowing us to rise above distractions and errors with resilience and adaptability. Engaging without the shackles of fear or desire frees us, fostering a calm mindset that embraces life's natural flow. Prioritizing purpose over perception is another profound lesson of Stoic philosophy. Focusing on our mission, rather than public opinion, frees us from constraints imposed by external judgments. This commitment to purpose creates a meaningful legacy, guiding decisions anchored in an unwavering internal compass amidst life's uncertainties. In doing so, we cultivate inner peace and contribute positively to the world, echoing the wisdom of philosopher kings who have tread this path before us. In solitude, we find a nurturing sanctuary for reflection, embracing a space where we encounter our true selves. Solitude is not loneliness, but a deeper connection with our inner voice, offering respite from life's relentless noise. It allows fortitude to take root, a soil where thoughts and wisdom germinate. Returning regularly to this sacred space, we recalibrate our intentions, ensuring our journey remains true to our vision, nourished by the whispers of our soul. Silence, an often undervalued aspect of communication, carries immense strength. It is not an absence, but a choice that articulates our autonomy and refusal to deplete our energies. Silence speaks when words cannot, offering a protective veil that shields us from needless entanglements. Through silence, we preserve our energy for what truly matters, allowing eloquence to arise from unspoken wisdom. In silence, our higher aspirations find a fertile ground, enabling us to navigate life's intricacies with profound purpose and clarity. In a world that clamors for attention and instant acknowledgement, there lies a profound elegance in allowing your actions to speak more eloquently than any words. Silent progression neither seeks the spotlight nor craves approval. It moves with intention, a force of nature pursuing its goals with precision and grace. In this pursuit, one must understand the delicate balance between patience and persistence, where patience nurtures growth and persistence drives momentum. This journey belongs to you alone, each step measured and purposeful, carving a quiet path through landscapes of doubt and misunderstanding, like a river cutting through rock. The currents may not always be visible, yet their transformative power remains undeniable. Embracing this path cultivates a garden of resilience, the roots growing deep, away from the unobservant eye, yet resilient enough to weather any storm. True strength flourishes in the shadows, manifesting from within, blossoming quietly. This clandestine journey requires unwavering focus and silent determination. Over time, such a path reveals itself at dawn, a testament to resilience and a consistently aligned action, a chorus of success that sings through time, unshackled from the noise and judgment of others. Consistency fortifies this journey, building a resilient fortress against external chaos and internal doubt. Such a fortress is erected not from grand accomplishments, but from the disciplined orchestration of daily rituals. Each action, no matter how small, adds a brick to this structure, contributing to its indomitable strength. This dedication merges with time, each moment perceived as an opportunity to build a life of enduring ambition and purpose. Your life becomes a rich tapestry, woven with threads of consistent effort, a living testament to the enduring truths within Stoic philosophy. Purpose itself is a silent symphony, orchestrating your life's movements with grace. It guides decisions and imbues actions with meaning, creating a flow that transcends superficial achievements. This symphony forms both compass and map, charting a course uniquely your own. Embrace the interplay between intention and action, where each note and rest contribute to a comprehensive narrative, a testament to the power of living with purpose. The journey toward this proof of life invites you into a labyrinth of self-discovery. Within this complex network of paths, you confront your fears, desires, and truths without pretense. Herein lies the essence of self-understanding, where untapped potential and inherent wisdom unfold. Each decision leads to new insights, shaping the narrative of your existence and enlightening the path to authenticity and alignment. Master the art of detachment, releasing the binds of external validation to embrace true fulfillment. This is not indifference. It's a conscious choice to pursue what genuinely satisfies the soul. Detachment empowers you to rise above the noise, anchored in your purpose. Each action is born from integrity, mirroring the Stoic wisdom of resilience over reaction. Your life becomes a narrative of authenticity, woven from the courage to let go of the transient in favor of the sublime. Fulfillment often converges with service, contributing positively to the world beyond yourself. Through service, you realize that individual purpose intertwines with collective betterment, each act a ripple in an expansive ocean. Embody the Stoic principle of living with nature, where acts of goodwill reflect abundant potential and inspire tangible change. Detached from outcomes yet steadfast in purpose, your contributions create a legacy of living proof, mirroring the wisdom of sages who taught that life's greatest testament is found in the positive impact on others. A life truly lived is one that transmutes challenges into opportunities. Approach obstacles not as barriers, but as catalysts for growth. This perspective invites exploration with curiosity and determination, refining character like a sculptor molds stone. Through challenges, you cultivate resilience and adaptability, your life unfolding as a testament to the transformative power of adversity, turning even the harshest storms into stepping stones toward success. Solitude, often misconstrued as loneliness, offers a refuge for personal growth. Within its embrace, you engage in introspection and reflection, conversations with the inner philosopher. Here, solitude becomes a sacred companion, facilitating deep self-understanding. This silent sanctuary cultivates resilience and creativity, forging a life proofed against the cacophony beyond its borders. Anchoring your life in timeless values, truthfulness, integrity, compassion, creates meaning and harmony. These virtues transcend generational changes, defining the core of your being. Living in accordance with these principles empowers navigation between change and stability, creating a legacy that shines through time. Your decisions illuminate the strength of values as both a guide and a steadfast anchor. Invite the world to witness the symphony of your existence, offering solace and inspiration through your journey. By sharing your narrative, you foster a connection to the human experience, affirming that each story contributes to the broader tapestry of existence. Let this final symphony remain a testament to courage, authenticity, and the profound beauty of a life lived in purpose and harmony. In the sanctum of solitude, we find a misinterpreted ally, often eclipsed by a world perpetually connected. Solitude is not mere isolation. It is an invitation to explore the depths of our consciousness, away from the frenetic clamor that blurs our perceptions. Within this quietude, the noise dissipates, revealing the whispers of our own truth. Here, amidst the tranquility, thoughts are born without judgment, and our inner voice emerges unfettered. It is a space where we examine the motives that guide us, inconspicuously nurturing the seeds of authenticity and growth. As society clamors for attention and incessant engagement, solitude remains a sanctuary, maintaining its value even when overlooked by the masses. In these retreats, our ideas germinate unobserved, shielded from superficial scrutiny, allowing them to take root and flourish in their own rhythm. Preserving the sanctuary of the mind demands vigilance. It is within this sacred space that the genesis of dreams and ideas occurs. Left unguarded, external chaos infiltrates, fracturing our focus and clouding the purity of our visions. To protect this mental refuge is to consciously choose what influences enter our psyche, cultivating an environment conducive to introspection and innovation. This guarded space permits a discernment that nurtures clarity and resilience, empowering us to navigate life with purpose. The cultivation of such a mental sanctuary becomes a quiet resistance against a world overflowing with distractions and the relentless noise that seeks to derail our path. In our daily rituals, there lies an opportunity for sacred transformation. Habits transcend mundane tasks, becoming rhythms that ground us, aligning our actions with a higher purpose. When approached with reverence, these rituals metamorphose into acts of devotion, fortifying our inner strength and reinforcing our intentions. Whether through meditation, journaling, or any form of consistent practice, these moments become sanctuaries themselves, grounding us as we traverse the unpredictable currents of existence. Through the sanctification of daily routines, we reaffirm our commitment to our path, with every step taken as a deliberate choice reflecting our values. Amidst an era that champions transparency, it is vital to discern the illusion ingrained in it. Not every facet of our journey requires public display. The concealment of one's process is not a retreat into obscurity, but rather a preservation of one's sacred growth. In a world that celebrates oversharing, learning to protect our evolution ensures that our actions remain grounded in purpose. Maintaining selective privacy ensures that our journey is not derailed by premature critique, allowing for a cultivation of ideas that withstand external pressure. Choosing when and how to reveal aspects of our path transforms transparency from an obligation into a strategic choice, keeping our energies focused on what truly matters. Embracing secrecy as a means of fortifying resolve highlights the profound power found within quiet evolution. Secrecy is not a cloak for mystery, but a cocoon shielding nascent visions from premature exposure. It creates a haven for experimentation, allowing failure and growth without the looming specter of judgment. Through this discreet nurturing, ideas mature into realities, resilient and robust from the care afforded them away from the public eye. Such concealment is not an act of solitude. It is the cultivation of strength, enabling us to move through our journey with confidence. Liberation from the search for external approval heralds an era of authentic progress. Detachment signifies a return to self, where alignment with one's values no longer requires external validation. This is not a manifestation of arrogance, but a practice of self-preservation and empowerment, emboldening us to pursue dreams unhindered by fluctuating societal judgment. This freedom fosters a fertile ground for creativity and innovation, as we prioritize our inner voice over external noise, setting a foundation for decision-making aligned with our truth. While success is often publicly showcased, private victories carry an equally profound significance. True achievement is nurtured in silence, away from the adulation of spectators. These quiet triumphs, the markers of internal growth, serve as affirmations of an authentic journey toward fulfillment. They are testaments to the mastery of self, to conquering challenges unseen by the world. Reframing success as an inward celebration fosters a quiet determination, fortifying the resilience required for continued pursuit of our vision. In embracing such private victories, the depth and richness of personal growth expand, celebrated within ourselves beyond the need for public acknowledgement. Crafting a personal sanctuary becomes imperative in supporting our focus and growth. This space transcends physical attributes, embodying the peace necessary for us to thrive. Intentionally curated elements that resonate with our aspirations transform our sanctuaries into havens of inspiration and productivity. This environment, thoughtfully arranged, allows for profound introspection, supporting the reflective state of mind essential for deep work. Such a sanctuary serves not merely as an architectural space, but as a reflection of our inner landscape, harmonizing with our core values. The power of silent progress lies in its understated strength, guiding us from self-promotion to a deeply personal voyage. It is about embracing the satisfaction of advancing towards our goals without applause. Silent progress refocuses energy towards meaningful actions that propel us forward, fostering intrinsic motivation that stands resilient against external pressures. In this quiet pursuit, we find peace and fulfillment, allowing our growth to manifest without the confines of validation. Reclaiming the privacy of our path marks the culmination of this journey. In a world equating visibility with value, we must remember that our journey belongs to us alone. By safeguarding our process from superficial judgment, authenticity in our growth is preserved. This privacy enables us to honor the unique elements of our personal evolution, allowing our paths to resonate deeply with our aspirations. In the vast sea of ceaseless noise, those who embrace the silence of their focus are often misread. In a world where volume is mistakenly equated with value, the quiet fortitude of someone truly focused can appear daunting, if not baffling, to those who fail to grasp its depth. This silence is not a void, but a fertile space for potential. Like a calm lake reflecting the sky, it is a realm of clarity where thoughts mature into profound insights. To the unacquainted, this silence may seem aloof or indifferent, yet it is far from either. It emerges from a profound self-awareness that chooses depth over breadth, quality over quantity, opting for the lasting integrity of self-understanding and a disciplined pursuit of one's vision. In this state of silence, one discovers unparalleled freedom, retreating from external chaos that endlessly nags for compliance. Focus becomes a refuge, cultivating a discipline that tunes into the whispers of intuition rather than the roar of the crowd. Often, such dedication to personal growth baffles outsiders who may see this silence as a critique of their own noisy existence. But the focused do not withdraw out of disdain. Instead, they are nurturing an unshakable foundation within themselves, fortifying their path against misconceptions. To commit passionately to one's ideals is to invite misunderstanding, a side effect of walking a path untrodden by the masses. This intensity of focus, mistaken for excess, arises not from aloofness, but living in alignment with the highest personal values. The dedication of the focused appears disproportionate, akin to obsession, yet it is an intricate dance of purpose and diligence. Here lies the invitation for a broader understanding of commitment, one that the world conditioned in half measures often misses. This all-encompassing involvement challenges notions rooted in moderation, advancing instead toward mastery through solitude and devotion. The boundary between passion and obsession is delicate, particularly for onlookers who fear the fervor of dedicated focus. To breathe life into a dream often requires stepping beyond conventional limits, mistakenly viewed as obsession rather than committed passion. The distinction lies in perception, discernment between a clear path illuminated by passion versus an all-consuming blaze of obsession. Discipline channels passion, preventing it from spiraling into destructive obsession. It offers a framework of self-control, allowing for navigation through focus without succumbing to it. Observers may perceive such determination as excessive, missing that this fervor is vital for authentic fulfillment. The pursuit of focused intensity is not about self-sacrifice at ambition's altar, but about honoring one's soul with deserved devotion. Entering deep focus can mean navigating periods of isolation, often perceived from the outside as loneliness. Yet solitude contrasts with desolation. It is an empowering state for communion with inner creativity and wisdom. In solitude, ideas can unfurl free of judgment and distraction. This sacred state becomes fertile ground where thoughts flourish, liberated from the need for external validation or critique. Understanding solitude's profound empowerment, the focused refashion it into a crucible, cultivating robust mental and emotional resilience. This chosen solitude is not a void marked by lack. It affirms completeness, wholeness without needing immediate approval or understanding from others. In the pursuit of focus, indifference becomes a practiced art, a tool for conserving energy and preserving peace. This deliberate detachment is easily misconstrued as emotional aloofness, yet indifference is not an erasure of empathy, but an allocation of resources towards meaningful endeavors. The focused individual engages selectively with external stimuli, ensuring only nourishing influences occupy their mind. This misunderstood nonchalance is not to estrange, but to empower, providing freedom to maintain composure amid discord and distraction. It entails wisdom to distinguish between transient noise and the resonance of one's true purpose. Misinterpretation offers a pathway to deeper self-assessment and authenticity. The focused individual, persistently misunderstood, holds power to redefine their journey, exploring truths beyond societal validation. Detached from external understanding, they forge nuanced self-discovery, transcending limitations and embracing autonomy. This detachment not only liberates the individual, but also highlights societal misconceptions, granting empathy towards diverse perspectives. Progress for the focused often requires treading untrodden paths, challenging conventions, yet offering insight rich with authenticity. The triumph of focus lies beyond immediate recognition, achieving what once seemed unattainable. The focused, ahead of their time, integrate wisdom not readily comprehended by those enveloped in mundane routines. Comprehension and accolades may elude them, yet they advance secure in knowing their pursuits transcend time's transient nature. Artistic visions often unveil their beauty only when the canvas of life is fully painted. The focused redefine success beyond worldly metrics, crafting legacies not swayed by fleeting validation. Their dedication, an unwavering testament to vision, frequently goes unacknowledged, yet its impact traverses the corridors of history, transcending beyond conventional understanding. A focused life embraces simplicity, reveling in the essential stripped of inessentials. Modern life favors complexity, wrongly associating it with success. Yet true focus reveals profound beauty and meaning in simplicity's embrace. Observers may perceive simplicity as a lack of ambition, but intentional living prioritizes what truly aligns with aspirations. Redefining simplicity, the focused individual finds fulfillment in purposeful choice, disentangling from distractions and unveiling genuine fulfillment. Through these practices, the focused reinvent beauty, not in excess, but through purposive, intentional living. Doubt often walks alongside us, whispering uncertainties when we stand alone. Yet, within the philosophy of resilience, doubt isn't an adversary, but an invigorating element that propels us forward. Imagine the ancient Stoics who saw discomfort as a crucible, refining focus and determination. Marcus Aurelius understood that doubt could sharpen our resolve rather than hinder it. When others question your path, see it as a call to clarify and embolden your vision. Accept skepticism as a sharpening stone for your resolve, turning disbelief into an affirmation of your focus. Consider doubt as a transformative force. Much like a blacksmith uses fire to temper steel, you can wield doubt to fortify your intent. When questioned, let it remind you of your unique path, a journey crucial for your growth. The art of not caring about trivialities aids in transforming doubt into emotional resilience. Let others' disbelief quietly affirm your focus. This skepticism sharpens your stride and deepens your purpose. Recognize it, harness it, and let doubt become the foundation of your drive. Silent progress endures longer than the loud proclamations of fleeting triumphs. Like a river slowly carving through stone, your consistent action quietly outshines superficial acknowledgement. The world may mistake your silence for indecision, but within that quiet, your energy amplifies. Buddha once said, "The quiet mind is stronger than a forceful one." Use silence not as retreat, but as a source of strength, where your dreams blossom without fanfare. True progress avoids the need for validation. Silence becomes focus's ally in a world confusing noise with productivity. Existential philosopher Søren Kierkegaard reminds us that life must be lived forwards, yet understood backward. In silence, this understanding deepens, reducing doubt to a mere backdrop. In this clarity, your dreams flourish unnoticed until fully realized, undeniable. Rejection, however bitter, remains a powerful catalyst for resilience. When the world casts doubt on your ambitions, See it as a challenge to test your resolve. Friedrich Nietzsche found potential joy even in suffering, viewing rejection as a lesson in persistence. Each dismissal chisels away the superfluous, refining your destiny. Facing rejection with the right mindset fosters resilience, transforming it into lessons rather than barriers. Epictetus taught that it's how you react that counts, align intention with action, unbothered by others' doubts. Your self-worth deepens independent of external validation, transforming life's challenges into treasures of purpose. Amid doubt from others, reinforce the clarity of your inner vision. This vision remains your life's cornerstone, unswayed by external perceptions. Carl Jung's exploration of the psyche invites you to create a narrative that merges your inner compass with the external world. Guard your vision like an eternal flame, knowing it is impervious to critique. As doubt serves as contextual contrast, your vision evolves, awaiting unfolding. Maslow's hierarchy suggests self-actualization isn't a destination, but continuous alignment with your true self. As this vision sharpens, every doubt fades, leaving confidence as your unshakable truth. Within the realms of focus and discipline, perceived arrogance often masks deeper truths. Concentration and self-assuredness unsettle those mistaking conformity for relatability. Explore this art of standing firm within oneself, unapologetically walking between ego and enlightenment. Epictetus teaches that perceived arrogance often reflects the observer's insecurities rather than your intent. This perceived detachment, a philosophy echoed in existential and Buddhist traditions, becomes mistaken for arrogance. Your purpose, devoid of ego, rooted in personal growth, shines through others' judgments. Embrace this misinterpretation with humility, understanding that focus appears enigmatic to those unfamiliar with discipline's demands. Criticism, viewed through Stoicism's lens, transforms into clarity. Accept each critique as a mirror for refining character and purpose. Socrates challenged conventions through deep inquiry, teaching that discernment extracts truth from triviality. Learn to distinguish constructive feedback and use it as a crucible for clarity. Ancient wisdom guides us to view critiques as dialogues, not attacks. Nietzsche noted, "That which does not kill us makes us stronger." By adopting a learning posture, you stand firm amid doubt, unwilling to forgo growth. In a noisy world, the focused individual becomes a skeptic amid distractions. Echo Seneca's sentiments to retreat from chaos and reclaim peace of mind. Focus is self-possession, distinguishing mastery from distraction's reach. Strength arises from stillness, aligning purpose with action, seeing through the fog of noise. This dedication nurtures creativity, contrasting starkly with the world's haste, a commitment beyond distractions. Emotional resilience allows us to confront doubt with inner strength. Rather than suppressing emotions, respond thoughtfully. Stoicism guides us to master our inner domain for outward peace. Emotional resilience emerges through silence, journaling, and solitude, practices reinforcing calm within turbulence. Adversity refines purpose by eliminating life's superfluities until clarity emerges, bright as a polished gem. When doubt threatens your path, adversity fortifies commitment, chiseling away what's unnecessary. Existentialists embrace chaos to define individual purpose. Adversity fosters perceptual clarity, Carl Jung's psychology revealing heightened self-awareness. Purpose emerges authentic through trials, unmarred by doubt, supported by adversity's foundation. Your path becomes a tapestry of meaning and insight, reflecting a self-aware journey through life's complexity. Envision an undistracted wayfarer moving gracefully through doubt's fog, undeterred by misunderstanding. Your steps align with existential awareness, appreciating life's sojourn of introspection. Realize your path clear, free within an uncertain life. Embody the undistracted wayfarer, where disbelief transforms into focus, creating a dance only silence comprehends. Thank you for climbing this journey with us. If our philosophical wanderings have sparked something within you, please like and subscribe to the channel and continue exploring life's profound landscapes with us.